Spies, infiltrators, peacekeepers, and outlaws, lurking in the shadows to carry out their objectives undetected. Armed with high-tech gadgets and trained under strictly confidential mentors, these secret soldiers do what must be done for the sake of the mission. This week, we're talking about Mission Yozakura Family by Hitsuji Gondara and Spy X Family by Tatsuya Endo. Good evening, and welcome to Manga Mondays, the bi-weekly show this year where I recommend you great or interesting manga. This week, we have two spy manga, Spy X Family and Mission Yozakura Family. I've been talking about doing this for a while, and everyone wants to know why, apparently. It's because they're both spy manga published in Jump, and because I like spy kids. I can't see in these. Just this week I was attacked by some Mission Yozakura stans on Twitter that don't even follow me because I was comparing these two. And that's why I said people want to know, apparently. Now that I've caught up to both of them, I understand why they were concerned, because Spy X Family is great and Mission Yozakura Family is okay. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I'll be talking about Mission Yozakura Family, which I just finished reading about an hour ago. I read the last chapter, went to the gas station, got an energy drink, came back, finished the script. It is super late, and I'm busting this out. I shouldn't have done that. I was talking shit about it on Twitter, and people told me, oh, you're 40 chapters in, that's when it gets good, keep reading. So I did. It took me like 2 more days to get around to that, and I finally finished that. Then I had to finish Spy X Family 2, because why not? And I had left like 1 or 2 chapters left, so I just finished the... Anyways, I'm done. I read all of it. These are my thoughts on Mission Yozakura Family. The story starts with our protagonist Taiyo getting in a car accident with his family. They all die except for him. And to make matters more complicated, the next month he ends up marrying his school crush. Oh, how life moves. Only so her older brother can't legally kill him though, because Taiyo's flirting with her, and he wants to kill him for doing that, but he can't because their family rules prevent it. Anyways, he almost does die, but then wakes up at their house, and he sees their whole family, a clan of spies, the Yozakura clan, renowned for being the underworld's best. They each have a unique quirk, and early chapters see Taiyo going on missions to get to know them better and learn to be a better spy, for the sake of surviving his new life and protecting his hot wife, Mutsumi. Let me look this up again. Mutsumi. He must learn to be a great spy. You see, she's the head of their clan, but like all previous female heads, she has no real power, so she must be protected by others. Others being him. Over the course of the story, you get to know more about the family and their lineage. You meet other spies and powerful figures who lurk in the shadows that are also spies. You get to visit cool secret locations hidden from the rest of the world. In retrospect, it was pretty fun. I kind of liked all the characters. My favorite part is just the character designs and the one-off locations. The secret island bathhouse for spies was cool. The mall with a hidden elevator floor for spy goods was cool. I just like the fun spy stuff. My big issue is the fast, directionless pacing of the story. Most everything is crammed into one chapter, and that hurts the setup for plot, jokes, and readability most of all. It's just so dense. If the story is the adventure along the way, I really wish more of the time we got to experience that place or person for longer while we were there. It just makes these characters not feel like spies, but like superheroes. Nothing's like quiet or methodical. Pacing doesn't feel like you're involved with it mentally and kind of along for the ride. It just feels rushed and shallow, and it's just there and gone. So yeah, a little bit too fast-paced for me, and I just wish some of that cool stuff stuck around longer. Which takes us to our second story, Spy X Family. Going in, I was under the impression this would be kind of the underdog story of the two. I've heard much less about it, and what I had heard was mixed. But I absolutely love Spy X Family, and I'm really glad I read it. The story follows a great spy codenamed Twilight, whose mission involves de-escalating dangerous events that could lead to a spark in a cold war going on between East and West. And in the very first chapter, The very first chapter, you get his mission outline. No fucking around. His end game is there. Get married, get a kid, and get that kid enrolled in school to get close to a recluse that threatens the peace between nations. So Twilight methodically adopts a child, gets a wife, and passes the prestigious family entrance exams to the famous school where the recluse's child attends without blowing his cover. But it's not just Twilight. Everyone in the family has a secret. The daughter can read minds, the wife is the nighttime assassin, the brother-in-law is a counter spy, and the dog is great. You have to read that to find out why. He's wonderful. Despite being 29 chapters, about half the length of the other story, this one has a ton of room to breathe, and it's very impactful. It gets its point across. The art is wonderful. Pacing hooks you in hard. My favorite thing is this story is using this constant trick where the daughter is mind-reading people for a comedic effect, or just like putting the story in ways you wouldn't expect it to go. She cheats on tests in class if she can guess which students are the smart ones. She says what her parents want to hear or are thinking, and they're like, wow, kids are so intuitive, who knew? She always covers for them even when they're bullshitting because she knows they're lying and they're spies and it's for the greater good. And she's super good at messing with her classmates and bullying them in a way, I guess. And but despite that, she's not like a perfect kid, she makes mistakes. It's really enjoyable. She comforts her parents when they're upset because she can always tell when they're upset. I love the daughter. She's a great character. Where Mission Yozakura was about Tayo trying to fight to be a part of this family with all these wacky characters and having trouble doing so and being considered part of the family by some of the members and keeping up with them. Spy X Family is about Twilight and his wife trying to keep themselves separate from the family and not get invested, but they can't do it. They're growing attached anyways, and they kind of become a family regardless, growing attached to each other slowly. It's very sweet, and I like it a lot. So what are the similarities between these two manga? Well, they both have an older brother that are obsessed with their younger sister and despise the husband for marrying her. They're both about spies, but one is a weekly action injection for kids. It's all over the place, and the other is a methodical and hilarious story for anyone. It's great for all ages. If you're really into shonen, I'd check both out. And if you're not, just read Spy X Family. You can blast through this one. It's a great time. I loved it. And that's kind of it. I don't know if I missed anything. I wish I would have maybe done a better job of explaining the plot of Mission Yozakura. Have a good night. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on social media. Support your local bookstore. And have a great rest of your day and night. And goodbye.